What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning as well, welcome. Thank you for the support. We are disappointed losing two consecutive games in the Premier League. We thought we'd bounce back from Arsenal defeat 2-0, which was from two set piece goals. We conceded goals, courtesy of set pieces. Nottingham Forest 3, Manchester United 2 were still vulnerable when it comes to set pieces. It's now becoming a very big problem developing at Manchester United because the teams are now realizing that we are poor in terms of defending set pieces. We concede twice again from set pieces. You could see the first goal in the first opening 2 minutes was from a corner, and it's set piece combined with, or rather featuring, poor defending, individual performances, because that corner, Martinez just marks the guy, but I don't know if it's Martinez. Uh, I think he let him because he saw him and he marked him. So the guy again goes on and scores the corner, free header. That was the first goal in the opening 2 minutes. Then the second goal, I think also, uh, uh, or for Gibbs White, it was from the set piece, but the third goal for Chris Wood, it was the one which came from the Gibbs White cross. Again, we were poor in defending that because it was again Martinez. The cross comes in from Gibbs White to Chris Wood and puts it near far post. Martinez, that ball you should just take it out, just kick the ball away, because I don't know, Martinez just lets it slide in. I don't know if yeah, it hit the crossbar, but surely. Anyway, so I'm saying it in terms of individual performances because at the second goal, it was a sloppy pass from Bruno, and we lose the possession. Gibbs White takes the shot away in the middle of the goalpost. I'm not sure where Onana was going because the ball it was not even too much power, but Onana just decides to let the ball slip in the back of the net. So are you here? You seeing what I'm saying? Because set piece were vulnerable, and then it was mixed in the individual performances, individual errors. You know, sloppy passes, poor defending, were hit 3-2. I'm not even sure if there were positives in the game. Maybe we had a good first half, or maybe Bruno and Ugate's link in the midfield was better today. I think Ugate is now starting to up his game. If you can ask me, he was my man of the match, Ugate. So there's some things I want to talk about quickly. The first thing, of course, is that set piece thing. I'm not sure what's going on in training, when it comes to set pieces, because we have conceded 4 goals now in the span of 2 games, courtesy of set pieces. 2 goals at Arsenal, 2 goals yesterday at Nottingham Forest, at Old Trafford, sorry, from set pieces. It's absurd, conceding 2 goals again from set pieces after conceding 2 goals from set pieces in an away game. So I thought maybe going into this game we could try and train on the errors, but again we concede on the same set pieces. So what do you think the third team that we're going to face? They'll just be waiting for the set piece, then they can hit us. They can score all their goals from the set pieces, because at this point we are getting real vulnerable and we are exposing ourselves in terms of set pieces, both taking and defending. That's defending. So taking. I think yesterday we took some great set pieces. Bruno, but we should make them count. Having more than 5 set pieces in a game, Bruno being in a similar position twice. The first one he puts it to Ahmad, but the shot gets a deflection. The second one he decides to put it, of course, over. But again, we don't get a goal, but it was a little bit close. Another one, I think, twice also, just over past the 18-yard box. But again, I think that one was the closest, where it just hits the fingertips of Marcel's and then hit the crossbar, and it's out. We don't get a goal. So you see, we had like 5 set pieces, and of course the corners, but we couldn't score any of them. And I think it's in the past we have seen it. We have not so many. We don't have so many goals when it comes to set pieces. You know what I'm saying? So Set piece is a very big issue at Manchester United, which we should look at with a lot of uh, keenness, because if we're not uh, keen enough, if you're not clinical enough, then we're going to concede a lot of goals from set pieces. We have Man City next in the Premier League. This was a game that we were supposed to win, so that going into Man City at least, you never know how it's going to be, because it's going to be a very hard game. They have their issues, we have our own issues, so I don't know how we're going to play that game on Sunday. It's an away game at Man City, which fair to say they're suffering right now. Pep Guardiola is just uh, having his baddest days as a manager. While on the other side, Ruben Amorim is regretting why he came to Manchester, because this is the Premier League. Ruben Amorim, welcome to the Premier League. But anyway, that's we still, before that Man City game, we have another game, Europa League, midweek on Thursday at home, I think, Victoria Pleasant, something like that. We have to win that game. We can't lose thrice consecutively. Anyway, another thing, I think Dalot was over ambitious. If you are very keen, Dalot, okay, the ball, we just get the ball. Uh, there's good flow of the ball, by the way. In the first half, we were we were moving the ball quickly, but the defenders were a little bit slow. But I'm going to talk about that also aside. But let's talk about Dalot. You know, if you are keen about Dalot, I've been studying Dalot for so long. Let me start with the West Ham game. He had an open chance, but still puts the ball above the crossbar. In the Arsenal game also, if you are keen, there was another ball he had, but he puts it wide. I think he was going for the far post, but it goes wide. So yesterday we saw him twice putting the ball, taking the shot away. At the first one was a little bit close. He just tries to curl it, but the second one, it was awful. I think even it went outside the stadium. I don't know, but he's over ambitious. Yes, you can take the shot away, but at what cost? What is it going to cost us? Just pass the ball to the other player and let's try and get the ball in the back of the net. This is the decision making Ruben Amorim was talking about. So I think Dalot was over ambitious, and moving onwards, we have to look at. There's so many issues we have to look at. I don't know which ones we're going to start with, but set piece should be the main issue. Yeah. Another thing, the back three I think was a little bit slower. Martinez comes with the ball from Onana, almost reaching the midfield again. It's like he has no option, so he's forced to pass the ball at the back. So we're coming and then we're again going back, passing the ball at the back, maybe to Elneny or to Delete. I think they were a little bit slower in terms of initiating attacks, but Martinez, he was, in terms of defending yesterday, I think it was not good to his best, because 2 goals. The first one, he should have marked that player well, and the second one, he just let the ball slide, past him. Yeah, so I think that was a ball. Surely, he was just kicking it away, my friend. Another thing, the second half was awful. So today, what we witnessed, we have been bad in the first half, couple of some sections in the first half. Today, we had a good first half, but we couldn't get results. Of course, yeah, we got a goal back. Uh, in the second half, we were completely lost. So there's work to be done by Ruben Amorim on all angles. He stated we have to run like mad dogs. We're a massive club, but we're not a massive team at the moment. And truly, it's very true, and it's reflecting. We can be able to see it. And it's going to take time, let me tell you. It's a long time project. Given the issues that we have, set piece vulnerability, individual performances, individual errors, there's a lot of work to be done by Ruben Amorim. And let me just tell you, it's going to take long before we come back to the top. And it's going to take hard work. And it's going to take, it's going to be a very, very long progress. Because this Manchester United team has a lot of work to be done, has a lot of fixing. And so, but let's keep our hopes up high. Let's believe in Ruben Amorim. Everything that we do, uh, it's just going to get great by time. So I think those are the things I wanted to talk about. Individual errors, once more, we need to improve on that. We have another game midweek coming on Thursday. We'll be there. See you in the next video. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. We out.